Yeah. Hello, my people, my beautiful handsome viewers all over the world. Welcome to my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. Yeah. So this is another update, another show for you. You know, as we promised that we will be bringing it as it is reaching our hand, as we are seeing it. I want you guys to enjoy the program, to enjoy what we bring to your table today. So, you know, APC, this our APC. APC, Egbekegbe, APC. I don't know where these people they are moving to. You guys are not serious at all, you know. You are not serious. You are begging people to support you in a dirty laundry, in your own atrocity. You are begging people to support you in a fraud, you know, the mandate that you stole. You think people, they will be reason like you? You think people, they will be fraudulent like you? Hell no. It can never be. It can never be, you know. No. You miss it. You totally miss it. Anyway, you know, let me just bring this video for you. You know, let's hear it from Pa Bode George. The man say, lie, e no go happen. E no go happen, e no go shele. You can never beg me, you can never rope me with all this your dirty deal, all this your scammer, all this your fraudulent. He say no, you don't pass that one, you know. He say no. You must fight for justice, and na justice we too we want. We too we stand for justice. We don't stand for mago, you know. Youth can never achieve all this legacy that this APC, all these politicians, you know, they want to be putting in our life. No. The drum has been changed and the dance has been changed as well. So before I talk too much, please allow me to play this video. Very interesting, very interesting. So hear from the mouth. This is an interview from Arise TV.
So, I can see you're very optimistic about what the outcome of the Election Petition Tribunal will be. But based on past events, what are the likely chances that his victory at the polls will be overturned at the tribunal? That's the first part of my question. And you said you allowed Paul Lucy and his team to visit because traditionally you have to respect your elders. But if you're insisting that you're still going to leave the country, wouldn't that also be, can't it be termed as also being disrespectful to their request traditionally?
No. Don't get it wrong. Let me start from your last question. That is, I am getting close to 80 years. I can decide to do whatever I want. I don't subject my biological father, my biological mother. They have gone. You know. So I am also the head of the judge family here in Lagos. So if I make any decision on my own, I will consult all of them. I can decide to go and live in on the North Pole or South Pole or anywhere I want to live. I'm no longer a kid. You know, I want to live the rest of my life where I will be cushioned. I will be in a civilized environment. Look at the squalor in my state now. We are telling them, establish skill acquisition programs in each local government. All these boys are doing Arisa, with disturbing all the traffic people. That is not the Lagos of my own dream. I was born here, I grew up here. In those days, we used to have little stadia where we used to play. The elders will manage us, you know. You learned how to play table tennis. You learned how to play all kinds of games. So what is happening now? We lost it. And there is a
Man is bringing me to my memory.
And a state of hopelessness.
I does the same as well.
You know, when That is Alpha Beta Company.
They have changed
Send them
the
money
narrative.
to establish
Good morning to you,
programs for these young minds. Otherwise,
Chris.
what are you projecting for the future? That's why I said, look, we've been
Sorry,
talking
Chris,
and
welcome.
talking. If they don't want to listen, I
Good
don't want to
morning.
be part of that. I'm not running away because he's president. I want to go to anywhere where I will have the peace of my mind until God calls my flight. You know, Psalm 90 verse 10 in the Holy Book says 70. God guaranteed those years for you.
Yeah.
And if you are strong enough, He will make you up to 80. So, what am I still doing? But to keep thanking the Almighty God and serve Him and do things that will place me before Him on the resurrection morning. The issue of the elders, I'm not disrespecting the elders by saying I will still not accept or go there to greet him, congratulate him. I've looked at him. How would I look like?
Yeah.
I told you I am a live member of the board of trustee of my political party. Number one. Number two, I am the one representing the Southwest in the national caucus of my party. My party is still in court. We could win. I'm not a lawyer. You're asking me. They tell us we are not learned. I'm not a lawyer, but we will follow the logic, like they did in Osun. We listen to the judgment, and so we will listen to the judgment by the Supreme Court eventually, and that's why we are saying, please don't rush into any inauguration. Let it be a carnival. Right now, the whole atmosphere is like a graveyard silence. There's no jubilation anywhere.
Because it's dubious.
We are under tension.
They are dubious
And
way.
now we are going to borrow another $800 million. To do what?
They are fraudulent.
To share it at the tail end of this administration. I want to appeal to Mr. President.
Please share and like.
Stop it. Because you promised us that
share our program.
will leave a very
God will bless you all.
legacy. And that is the electoral process. That it will be second to none in the world. Look at the charade. I am a computer
It's totally charade.
engineer. And I want to give an example. You know, on board the ship, you have a missile fired at your ship. The missile is flying towards you. Alright? Now, you have your early warning radar, you have the systems, the weapons radar. So, the computer will compute and calculate the speed of that missile, the time of flight that it can reach and hit you. You know what we do? You will now say, on that day and H hour, there was a glitch in the computer. What are you talking about? You know what that means? All of you will die. So there is no system designed that is not robust enough. If there is a glitch, it will immediately reroute to find a solution. So this story by the professor has no depth at all. No depth at all.
They think they can fool us.
We will wait for the judges. We will listen to their story.
They are fooling themselves. Please share.
Becomes a supra.
Share it around.
But I know they will now refer to those, comments and judgments and all that for future purposes. Their children will read the judgment and clarify whether they were just or they were fair and they were equitable. If not, they will never be on the good pages of our history. That's all.
All right, Chief Body George. I see that you feel strongly about the plight in Lagos State. Several people in Lagos State actually share your sentiment.
Oh, yeah.
But some would say you have been in a vantage position to change all this. And over the years, by probably being, like you said, being a strong chieftain of the PDP in the Southwest, but the PDP has not been able to upset the apple cart in Lagos State. And some count it as a failure on your own part, because it's one thing to feel aggrieved about the plight of Lagosians. It's another thing to be in the vantage position to change that. Since 1999, the PDP continuously and consistently have failed to be able to rise to power. You will need to explain to us. You say you are at the exit of your political career and also reaching that particular point whereby you might be withdrawing. Looking back, is it almost impossible for the PDP to do something to ensure that they get into the government house in Lagos State? And secondly, we know the cases in courts in terms of the presidential elections, but talk to us as an elder statesman, looking at the party from your own vantage point also. Did the Wiki factor and the G5, what role did they play in derailing the plans of the PDP in ensuring that they get victory at the polls? Talk to us about this.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's a very salient question you have asked me. Let me start with the first one. That the PDP has never won any election in Lagos. I think you need to recheck. There was a time we won
Thank you.
square and neat. One of our very prominent leaders, I will save his face by not mentioning him, came publicly to apologize to members of the party that it was him who manipulated the result for his friend Bola Tinubu to win. That was his second term, Bola's second term in office. And apologized profusely, telling us that please forgive me, I did it. You know, all the shenanigans that had gone past, the methodologies, the procedure of the electoral process, absolutely shambolic, disgusting, disgraceful. We had never had any thoroughbred elections in this country. And when General Buhari came, you remember when he made a broadcast, an international broadcast, every child of Nigeria, whether diaspora or within, we were all very happy that I want to leave a positive legacy, that I want to change the electoral process in this country, that we will engage computers so that the interlopers, the mismanagers, those people who will go there manipulate the results will no longer be involved. I was jubilating here. I called all our people. We were clapping that for the first time in our nation, I am happy that I am going to see the real will of the people. That we will now respect the will of Nigerians. Because all along, once you finish from your polling unit and they hand carry the results to the collation center, what do they do there? They will start to manipulate the results. And they will use their strength, police and whatever, to drive you, the opposition, out of the place. Now, that had been the game. So when he said that, the chairman of Inec also came up that they have bought a system. They tried that system in Anambra. It was flawless. They tried it in Ekiti. It was flawless. They tried it in Osun. You remember the judgment of Osun? That anything that didn't go through the computer, none and void. We were clapping. But on this D-Day of the general election, Before then, Professor Yakubu told Nigerians that they had done a test run. Everything was ready. They were going to deliver the best for this nation. And we deserve it.
George, permit me to probably let me realign this discussion again. We are talking about the consistent failure of the PDP in Lagos State. And just to throw this into the mix also, some would also say that maybe he'd even support the PDP in this last election in Lagos State, that probably the candidate of the Labour Party was your preferred candidate in Lagos State as against the PDP's candidates.
That is a load of trash. People will spin all kinds of stories. I told you, I am an irredentist PDP man. That the cause and effect of the situation at that time, you think, you know, why, ask yourself this question, why did we lose this last election? I, as a senior member of the party, I have reserved my comments for our party post-mortem analysis. But because you asked this question, if there is an action, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. The mess they created, the managers of the party at the national, they created a monumental crisis for the party. And that is what was responsible for the loss of the PDP at most of the elections. Where was, they said I supported the Labour Party. I didn't support Labour Party. It was a decision of the Omoeko Pataki to look at, because the PDP was messing up big time. I worked out at a national meeting because what they were doing was despicable. And I have no qualms for that. We have learned a lesson now. And I tell you, the way that these people are going, the APC, you know, they copied this zoning thing from us. You can hear the cacophony of voices. That was how we started. They have to be careful. Now, they want this position, this should be zoned here. There is a systemic way of doing it. And we violated it. Because we violated it, I spoke to them in private. I spoke to all our leaders in public. And so, I took my decision. Because where was Badebo Revival coming from? Was it not a PDP man? Was it not a PDP man? And the Labour Party, is it really a political party? It's a wind of change. Yeah. And then the other fellow, where was Obi coming from? Was Obi not a PDP man? So if you look at the totality of it, don't just take them in bits and pieces. There was a cause, a reaction, and a counter-reaction for that. But we will go back into the inner chambers of our party to address this issue and make a definitive solution that nobody again will violate. It was the mismanagement of the managers of the party at the national that created. It's not only here. Did you hear what the former vice president, architect Sambo, said about Kaduna? That people now sat in Abuja firing this and firing that. A divided house is a defeated house.
Yeah.
So those are issues. They are not just things that, don't worry, very soon I'll be retiring. And my memoirs will be a book of memoirs at the political class in any university for those up-and-coming politicians. Because you learn so many positive things and so many negative things that were put in by the players, defining themselves away from the norm of the party. So
we're really
those are the
we're really
events that
looking
happen.
forward to having your memoirs, but because we're almost out
for
of
my
time,
book.
you know,
Yes.
I'd like to know, in the event
Yes.
that the tribunal upholds Bola Tinubu's victory at the polls, or that the courts uphold his victory,
Yes.
what next for the PDP? Will the G5 be sanctioned? Will there be reconciliation? Will there be rebuilding? Are you worried that there might be a wave of defection to the ruling party? Your thoughts?
It is for me, the best thing will be for us to have a post-mortem analysis and tell ourselves some serious home truths. We will shut the doors like we used to do, analyze, we will be factual, we will be honest, we will be quite straight with ourselves, tell ourselves the mistakes from all sides. Because what I have seen in the play out, there have been so many mistakes on all sides. So let us get inside that meeting, the National Executive Council meeting of the party, and tell ourselves some home truths. And go back to the original concept enacted by the founding fathers of this party. We departed from that and we headed into being creating individual companies rather than a united, strong political party. No individual is bigger than the party. And that was what we exhibited. And we've seen the result of it. If they don't want to listen, that they want to continue in this channel of mismanagement, me, as body judge, I've run my race, I've won my time, and I will finish well. I will pack my bag and baggage
by the grace
and
of
head
God.
home. Because history will come back to tell them.
Yeah.
If you refuse
Exactly.
the ways
History
and
will tell
means by
them.
which your party was founded,
History will
it's
tell
like
them.
building your house on a faulty foundation.
Nemesis
A
will knock
house
their
built
door.
on sand, what will happen? It will collapse.
Nemesis
But those
will surely
founding
come to
fathers,
them.
most of them are gone now. The ones that are alive are too old to contribute. They know there are 6 geopolitical zones. They created that. That is not in our constitution, but it was a working process. And created 6 top positions in the land. The president, the vice president, the senate president, the speaker, the secretary to government, and national chairman of the party.
6.
Every zone will go home with one of these or the other. After 8 years, all the 3 at the top in the north will come to the south. All the 3 in the south will go to the north. Once you deviate from that, you are looking for trouble. And we got plenty of that trouble. And I hope we've learned a lesson. And we will go back and tell ourselves some home truth. It's for the future. This had happened, and we must avoid the pitfalls. If you don't learn about the history and the pitfalls of the past, you will continue to land yourself in the abyss of life. That is not our mission. This nation is so blessed. This nation has so much to offer other countries in the world. Look at it today. Look at Kenya. Since Jomo Kenyatta became the first prime minister,
And
there
Ghana.
have been problems.
And Ghana as well.
They went to an election.
Eh?
They went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, no, go and refix the election.
Yeah.
It was not proper.
That is the way it's
They went
supposed to
the
be.
election, the man who won and the one who lost, they congratulated themselves and swore that all this tribal nonsense will never again. Look at Kenya today. Look at Rwanda. 5-6 years ago, it was bloodshed here and there. We thought that country would never come back. But somebody rose up. We need that kind of quality of leader
Yeah.
who will rise above this pettiness and engage in the minds of our people that the purpose of public service is to utilize the resources of the land for the benefit of the people. If we do not do that, I don't see where this country is going. And now from Lagos to Maiduguri, from Kano to Delta, from Sokoto to Calabar. Who is happy? Who is happy? Whether you are a rich man or a poor man, who is happy?
No.
Is that the nation we want? We were the giant of Africa.
Giant.
Where is that giant today? They don't even invite us anymore to G20.
Giant, my foot.
No wonder now
You are the under Africa, not giant.
Attractive state.
You are the under of Africa, not giant.
We fought.
You are not top again.
Hell to save Rwanda.
We are just
We
deceiving
sent
ourselves.
our boys to Rwanda to keep peace. We sent our
Let's
people
not deceive
to South
ourselves. We are
Africa,
under
our
now.
military officers during the region
Under.
there. Where is South
Bottom.
Africa today? Where is Nigeria today? Please, let's do something about this. No individual can turn it into his fiefdom. No, it's not a private company. It is a united something for all of us Nigerians.
Yes.
And that's all I'm praying for. And God will grant us.
Amen. So guys, let me play this one. Let me quickly play this one. This one in the second video. So hear what they say here too. So this one is from outsider. They share their opinion and what is going on in Nigeria. You know. So let me just give you this one and we analyze and we close the program. Okay, let's go.
Fresh suit filed to halt Tinubu's May 29th swearing in. A fresh
Let me start from the
breaking
breaking
Appeal
news.
Court receives fresh suit filed to halt Tinubu's May 29th swearing in. A fresh application has been submitted to the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking an order to prevent the swearing in of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the next president of Nigeria. Politics Nigeria reports that Tinubu, who was declared the winner of the February 25th presidential election on the All Progressives Congress (APC) platform, is scheduled to be sworn in on May 29th by the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec. Despite being confirmed by Inec, candidates from other parties have contested that Tinubu did not win the presidential poll. Amid ongoing proceedings at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and just 17 days before the president-elect's inauguration, 5 FCT residents have approached the Abuja chapter of the Federal High Court to prevent the event from taking place.
Yeah.
The plaintiffs, in the suit, marked FHC ABJ CS 578-2023, applied for an order restraining the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, any other judicial
Ariwoola.
officer and or any other authority or person from swearing in any candidate in the February 25th presidential election as President or Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, until it is judicially determined with finality or in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution that such candidate has fulfilled the requirement of Section 134.
Yeah.
2b of the Constitution. They further want a declaration that the plaintiffs and other FCT residents have a legal interest and constitutional rights to be heard on the question of whether a president-elect must secure at least 25% of votes cast on the first ballot in the FCT, Abuja. A declaration that no state of the country is at the same time the FCT for any purpose whatsoever, including, in particular, under Section 134, 2b of the Constitution. A declaration that no candidate in the February 25th presidential election in the country may validly be declared elected President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria without that candidate obtaining at least 25% of the votes cast in the FCT, Abuja. A declaration that no candidate in the February 25th presidential election may validly be sworn in as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. without such candidate having obtained 25% of the votes case in FCT, Abuja. A declaration that following the February 25 presidential election and until a successor is determined in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution and sworn in, the
That's the
term
way
of
support.
office of His Excellency, Muhammadu Buhari, GCON, as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria subsists and endures in accordance with the provisions of Section 135, 1 of the Constitution. The court document obtained by Vanguard reads.
Thanks so much for watching. Please.
So thanks for watching. Yeah, leave your comment and share it. So God will bless you and endeavors. Thank you. I appreciate. Have a lovely weekend. Bye. Mwah.